Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Man left, man left. 4 down. Check.
5. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, when you go through scouting reports, you go through everything. Height, weight, speed, the whole deal. They knew that they had a 4-inch height advantage there and tried to make a play on a 50-50 ball, didn't they?
Yeah, took the shot downfield. Hey, give them credit defensively. Maybe 4 inches shorter, but able to jostle it free.
Feisty.
Hey, Wood. 48, come on. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Patterson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Gets around him. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Down to lose one. Watch the twins. Rush in. Going out. Set. Bud. Be ready.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2 for 1. Check, Mike, 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down.
Tonight, 180. 54. Tiger. What's
first carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Cut. 120. Rick Flair. Check 26. Check 26.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming. We go. 76. 76. Shoot. 49. Check 49. Check 49. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On first and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mike 54. I'm here all day. Mike 54, Mike. Orange. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 52. Undercrush. 17.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hold on. Check. 36.
On 2nd and 7. Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
180. Got you, boy. Faster. Slam. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. We don't want this. Go, Mike 51.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Check. Protein spill.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They run. It's Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. You get Rodney. You get Rodney.
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Open man is heard. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On the ready. 48 to Mike. Hey, check. Single, slot. 5.
To throw on 2nd down. Patterson. Going to throw right side here, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun. Patterson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now it's gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Hey, Charlie. Mike's 40. No chance. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. Silver. He's value 3. Slam. Showing it.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now gone, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. 12.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
We go, Todd. 180. 54. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go. 24 is the mic. Quit talking about it. Hey, Team 6. Go.
Back to throw. Patterson. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's Gurley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch the whip.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get off the field, D. He's checking. He's through. Scratch. Bang, 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 bang. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Henderson now on first and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Here we go. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Hey, keep it up.
76, tell him. 76.
Check. Watch 54. It's going to be a
Off play action. Here's Goff. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Jim.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
We own them. Maverick. Hey, look, 3.
Now Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
7. First down, Rams.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Defense, let's get off the field, defense. Watch out. Check.
Now it's Gurley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We go tonight. 120.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Check safety. Shift. Check 13.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Got it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll run on 1st down. Cummings, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Hey, we got
Looking to throw. Patterson, that he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Patterson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw is gone. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
24 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, box truck.
On first down, Patterson is going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here I come.
Bud.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
The throw over the middle taken in. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ready? You're out.
Watch QB drop. Watch the safety creep.
On 1st and 10, Patterson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
At the Rams' 22-yard line.
You ready?
You ain't got nothing. Watch tight end. Hey.
Bravo.
Watch 10. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. And he whips that one incomplete there. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
24 is the mic. Watch the backer. 24 is the mic. Watch the out. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic.
Hey, Echo.
24 is the mic. Check the out.
5.
On 3rd down, Patterson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Goff. Flushed out right. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Get ready, Shell. Value three. No.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Motion. Hardball. Check. Lucky. 2 for 1. Check.
Gurley. And shutting him off, now open field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 5-4.
Throwing now, gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Let him know.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Line 20.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Y'all playing wrong football.
The little leaguer there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So the LA